Welcome to the Serenity Wealth Now show with Chris Cooper. This is not your typical financial show. As a CPA, licensed insurance agent, and investment advisor, Chris brings the financial conversation to life, where the numbers really matter. Every week, Chris sits down with someone from the community to find the financial lessons hiding in their story. Now, here's your financial friend, Chris Cooper.
What is going on? Happy 4th of July weekend. I love 4th of July. I don't like the fireworks, though. I got to tell you, it just keeps me up at night. When I'm done, I'm done. You know, it's beautiful. It's fun. I wouldn't blow things up like that. Too much money for me on things that blow up. But you know what? I understand the attraction. I think it's cool. And it's America's 250th year birthday. So I get the need to celebrate. So we're going to spend a little bit of time talking to my new friend, Luke Bligh. How are you, Luke?
Doing well, thanks.
So Luke is with Whiskey Dickerson Apparel. And we met because he's got some really cool patriotic themed apparel in his lineup. And it's pretty cool stuff. So talk a little bit about, well, first of all, what do you like doing on 4th of July?
Well, it used to be fireworks,
yeah,
and my kids love them, but my dog hates them.
Oh, see, dogs don't like them. Mine doesn't either. He won't go outside.
And they've gotten so expensive.
They are very expensive.
Yeah.
It's a lot to just blow stuff up. And you're a business owner, so you're like, man, that could do a whole different line for me.
Well, honestly, I kind of want to own one of the places that are selling
it's
the
not
fireworks.
bad. It's not bad at all. It's right?
I'm sure they do well.
They do okay. You know, I mean, what is it? It's not expensive to make.
I wouldn't think so.
But
shipping cost.
And there's a heck of a demand for it. So
here in St. Charles County, yeah.
All right, so you've got some really cool shirts. In fact, I'm wearing one right now. I'm a big Metallica fan, and I've got my Metallica themed America shirt.
That's right.
For the July 250 in the house here. So.
Number one seller right there.
Is
right
it?
Now. Yeah.
It's, well, I get why. I mean, you got Metallica, you got America, two great things right there.
That's right. Number two seller is it's the GoFundMe logo turned into Go Fund Yourself.
Yes, I like that one.
Slightly different icon.
I like that one as well. So what gives you the ideas for some of these concepts here? Because you've got some fun ones. And for those that don't know, website, go ahead.
WhiskeyDickerson.com.
Yeah, so great website. Go check it out. Even if you don't want to wear something, you'll love the representation on the logos because you're going to get a kick out of it. You go, ooh, people need to know that message right there.
Yeah, I mean, and that's, if you remember Big Johnson back in the day.
Yeah.
We are kind of a modern version of Big Johnson for Patriots.
Okay.
It's not the same, super tongue-in-cheek, goofy thing, but there's a meaning behind all of them. Some of them are definitely a little bit more serious than others. But this was kind of started out of necessity, to be honest with you. As the story goes, I bought a business 6 years ago, screen printing, embroidery, promotional products company. And if you guys remember what happened back in 2020.
Oh, yeah. I think I do. I'm trying to forget, though.
Yeah. I think we all are.
Yeah. There's still ramifications of this, though.
Plenty. A lot of them are financial for me, too.
It's not fun. No. So the screen printing business in the apparel industry, custom apparel, really, took a significant hit during COVID.
You could say that.
Yeah.
We went from doing really well to when I walked in the business, my first order of business was to lay everybody off.
Oh, nice.
How they met me.
Yeah. That's a great first message.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm your new boss. See you.
Yeah. Go home.
Yeah. Those are not fun days either. I've been responsible for laying off departments in my corporate career, and, it's an awful feeling.
Yeah.
You have to do it as part of your job, but it stinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and at the time, obviously, so many unnowns.
Oh, yeah.
Are we all going to die?
Right.
This is it. You might as well go home and die with the people you know.
In hindsight, we didn't know.
Right.
At the time, we're like, it's like the whole world just going to stop spinning here. Like, this is weird.
That's right.
God, I'll never forget that.
As long as we stayed 6 feet apart, though, everything's
totally
okay.
fine. Just only around people no one else. Outside is fine, but 6 feet or more.
You also survived if you were in a red county or state.
Well, that was weird too, right? Like Chesterfield, right across the river from our office here. Man, you go into a Lowe's there and holy smokes, no, like you couldn't do it, right? But out here, it's like, whatever, man.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
COVID, it's the river. You see?
I thought that's what it was.
Yeah.
It can't cross water.
It doesn't cross water. That's right. So that was the problem. You just bought a business that was located on the wrong side of a river, apparently.
100%.
Yeah, it's too bad. Yeah. Well, now you know.
Oddly enough, it crossed the Mississippi, though, into Illinois.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. I guess there's just more bridges.
It's something about it's the bridge to water ratio. Good grief. Oh, man. I hate that we're still talking about COVID, though, man. Yeah. I'm sure you do, too.
Oh, yeah. But it's a nightmare.
It is. So that obviously made you have to do some transitioning in your thought process because
I'm still transitioning.
Yeah, it's tough. That should be a shirt, by the way. It probably is a shirt.
It will be now.
Nice.
Yeah. So out of necessity, just looking for something to do. When I bought the company, I knew at some point, if you're going to have the assets to print shirts, assets to produce anything, manufacturing, sales background. So if you're going to have those assets, you might as well use them to produce your own margin.
Yeah.
So I knew at some point I wanted to create a brand out of the assets we had, screen printing presses, embroidery machines, all that. And lo and behold, we landed on Whiskey Dickerson. Yep. And, it was kind of just a side project, a little hustle, something fun, something everyone could be involved in at the shop. And now it's kind of turned into somewhat of a legitimate brand. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of patriotic themes to the brand. And I think that is, a good time for that too. I think we've got a lot of polarization in this country. But I think it also created this kind of movement of, you know what, we need to represent our country a little bit more. We need to, support the American flag a little bit more in our apparel. And it did seem to get a kickoff and in lots of different brands too. I've got some Hey Dudes that keep popping up on my feed that are like American flag. I'm like, I got to own those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when did the flag become a conservative thing?
It's kind of weird, isn't it? Yeah. It's terrible that it has become that because it should be a unifying symbol.
Should be.
Right. But it is much more considered. Oh, yeah. You got an American flag. That must mean you're conservative.
Look, and honestly, all of our designs, I shouldn't say all, there are many that are, there's a few that are clearly MAGA shirts.
Yeah.
They're funny though still. They're silly. They're tongue in cheek, like I said. But for the most part, we believe in common sense. So everything is about common sense and the movement of common sense. And we lack a lot of that in this world right now.
We have. Well, and I mean, you even look at your evening comedy as a perfect example of that. I am all for making fun of anyone politically. I think you should talk about politics, make fun of politics because they all have their easy pickings out there, both sides.
Oh yeah.
But be even with it. Johnny Carson could make fun of both sides, but now you got to the point where you only make fun of one side. And not only that, it's clear who you support and who you actually despise. And that is terrible. And I feel like that's a little bit of a social media effect.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is actually driven off of social media.
Yeah.
And then, I hate to use the word brainwash because it's overused these days, but a lot of people, and Jimmy Kimmel's of the world, that's who you're kind of referring to right now, right? He's kind of brainwashed himself. You land in these camps and that's where you live now. And it's too hard to get out of that.
Right.
You would be going back on everything that you've ever said. And it used to be, it wasn't that big a deal to do that. It was okay to be wrong about things and correct yourself. Or it was also, it was totally fine to have views on both sides.
Yeah.
And live in the middle.
I think most people do live in the middle. They just don't, they pretend not to. Or I guess maybe their social media feed tries to steer them away from it.
That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah. Jimmy needs to go back to his old clips of
the man show,
girls on trampolines, you know, midgets and kegs.
Yeah. People seem to forget about that.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, no.
That was a pretty funny show.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
But, hey, that's okay. So so there is a nice little movement towards that now. But you are right. It has gone into a more of a conservative type of a thought process. But at the same point in time, some of those messagings that I also see, like fund yourself on, what's the exact logo on your shirt? Go fund yourself instead of the fund me, go fund me. Yeah, that's the pun, guys, in case you don't see that. But look at the shirt. It's in the exact kind of, it's a perfect little emblem of the GoFundMe kind of page, but it's go fund yourself. And I think that's a really good message in today's world because you got to make sure you're responsible for your financial future. Because if you're not, who's gonna be?
Right.
Right. And you're a business owner. You've struggled through COVID. You get it. Yep. Right. Did anyone help you through that?
It's all about self-reliance.
You have to be, right? Absolutely. Because we were talking a little bit about this off air. Business ownership is tough. It's fun. It's kind of enjoyable. You can kind of make your own schedule until the schedule you made for yourself goes to crap because something just happened.
Yeah.
And it happens.
Yeah, it's filled with frustration. If you can put up with the frustration, and earn the success that you're looking for out of it, then it's very rewarding.
Yeah, it's super rewarding. And it's a blast. Like I get to, you get to, I'm sure you love walking around and being like, hey, that's one of my shirts.
All the time.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. And you ship nationwide.
Yep.
So have you done that when you've gone out in different places and been like,
times.
Look at that.
A few times.
Pretty cool.
I mean, we're not that big yet, but here locally too, with the regular screen printing shop, we do a lot of run events and things like that. So we'll see people that 6 years ago we did the whatchamacallit run. Yeah. And they're still rocking that shirt. People love those shirts. But
one thing that I noticed, and I like funny shirts with fun messages on them and things like that. But you know what I like even more than fun shirts with fun messages on them?
What's that?
Comfortable clothing.
Yeah.
We were talking a little bit. This is going to surprise you, Luke, but I don't shop much. I don't like to shop.
Would have never guessed.
I know I look like a big clothing snob. Yeah. But no, I've never been to Milan or anything like that. I don't have a designer. And I don't like to shop for clothes. So I'm one of those guys that, and I've got my business polos. I wear my business polos. That's what I wear. I've got a bunch of them in different colors. And I also have some without that logo on them so that I can just wear those as my normal shirts because they fit.
Yep.
Yeah. I like shirts that fit, that are comfortable, and then I don't have to deal with it again. And I think that you always get worried when you buy something online, like, oh man, is this going to be a really, cheap knockoff thing that's not going to be very comfortable? That's not the case. It's one of the most comfortable shirts I own.
Yeah. My opinion is with just about any business, it all boils down to quality, service, and cost. And depending on what you're selling it to whom, they come in a different order.
Right.
We knew a fledgling, a nobody brand. The only way people were going to come back and buy more is quality.
Sure.
You ship them crap because they saw a cool design, they're not buying anymore.
Right.
Cost, it's probably last on the list. If you're wanting to buy one of these shirts, you probably don't really care how much it costs within reason. You're not going to pay $75 for a single t-shirt.
Sure.
But $30, depending on if they're on sale or not, if you're bundling them or anything like that. We've got 3 for $69 right now.
There you go.
I think it's with free shipping too. So
it is. Yeah.
But yeah, they're super comfortable shirts. It's a tri-blend shirt. If you know anything about shirts, it's cotton poly rayon, but you can wear them all day. They're comfortable. You could go for runs in them. You could go to work in them, whatever you want to do, but they're super comfy. They're soft. They're nice.
Shrinking is a problem or no?
Nope, not with these.
All right, see? All right. But you still want to take care of them, right? Because you put them in the wash wrong and they're still not going to do, work the same way, right?
Yeah, I mean.
Feel the same?
Yeah, honestly, the treatment to how anyone should be washing their t-shirt. I didn't know this. I've owned a screen printing shop for 6 years. I just found this out recently.
Yeah.
Every t-shirt should be washed inside out. If it's printed. If it's
printed.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You're actually protecting the print when you wash it.
It's more the print than anything else. Mm-hmm. Got it. All right. But you're still washing the shirt just because that's what a dishwasher.
I mean, you can
I wash it. I
guess.
I don't think I do. I don't know. I'll be honest.
I get a feeling you don't. Yeah, you don't do that, do you?
I don't. Maybe that's why I don't buy clothes either. It's all
the guilt. If you buy it, she has to wash.
Well, sometimes Stacy goes out of town, and it's amazing. I didn't know this, but I assumed all dishwashers self-emptied. They don't? They don't. No. Does yours do that? It just magically empties?
I think mine does.
It's amazing.
It's empty every morning. I'm pretty sure that mine does that on its own.
It's crazy. I know. I'm shocked. So right now there's guys that are going, that's funny. And there's girls going, man, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, we don't like that guy.
No. I understand. It's a joke, people. It's just a joke. I understand. So, all right. So very comfortable clothes. And I think you wanted that 100% intentional because you got to make sure that if you're going to have something cool, it's also got to be worth wearing.
That's right.
Right. And that's important because I got to tell you, I bought some kind of fun, cool shirts for 4th of July that I thought were really funny little things like, winner of 2 world wars or something like that, undefeated world champions in 2 or something. And I was like, oh, this is going to be funny because I got my British buddy that's coming over and it'll be fun. Yeah, it was a great joke, but you know what? I died because the thing had no breathability factor whatsoever.
Yeah, I know exactly what shirt you're talking about. There's definitely a lot of people have knocked that shirt off.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say that we've never knocked any shirt idea off, but we try to make it our own.
Sure.
There's only so many concepts that are out there.
Yeah.
And to be original all the time is hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I know what exact shirt you're talking about, and they're cotton crap from China.
Uh-huh.
And it's like wearing a piece of cardboard.
It was awful. It was so uncomfortable. And of course, you're wearing on a 4th of July party.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Was it black too?
Oh, of course. Yeah, it was black. And I think it probably rained that day. Like, I'm like, now I'm just like, this is awful. It was so uncomfortable.
It probably smelled good though.
Oh,
right?
yeah, absolutely. Only because I smell really good, always, right? No, it's tough, man. And so I was very nervous, but, I got my 4 shirts in and I was like, wow, these feel really good. And they're very comfortable and they're fun to wear,
Yeah.
And that's, I think, kind of cool. So
you get some second looks,
yeah.
And then they get the thumbs up or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I like the subtleness to it, right? Because you think you see something and it's a little bit of a subtle little message. And there's some really neat things out there. So, all right. So what's one of your favorite designs?
I mean, I hate to say it, but the Go Fund Yourself is probably my favorite shirt.
Yeah.
Probably because it's my most unique idea that I actually came up with.
Yeah.
We do come up with all our own concepts.
Okay.
Some of them are pretty obvious. They're parodies off of old band artwork or something like that.
Which is nice. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, they're cool.
Yeah.
They're interesting. We come up with different slogans, turn them into some form of artwork or something like that makes sense to our community. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's a conservative or certainly not Republican community. It's common sense, patriotic America.
Well, it's common sense and patriotism is something that I think is important and is not a party line, but we seem to be polarized to think like that today, unfortunately. Because I do, get into that a little bit here. I think we are more down the middle than we give ourselves credit for.
I think that the middle has moved. So yes.
Fair.
If you put it on a sliding scale, left and right, it's just all moved left.
Yeah.
The Republicans of 20 years ago are not alive. That doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Everything's scaled to the left, I think.
It's just different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But
that's why we're looked at as hard right.
Oh, yeah.
By
That's
the left.
fair.
We're hard right to the left.
Yeah.
I'm not hard right.
And no, I'm not at all. I just, believe in that kind of common sense of philosophy and taking care of myself. And I'm all for charity, by the way. Love charity. I just don't think that you should force somebody else to be charitable through higher taxation and more government involvement.
Agreed.
I think that's very reasonable.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm also not naive enough to think you can just tax those evil corporations and the wealthy into paying for other stuff either, because they're also the most charitable people and create more jobs than most people do as well.
Yeah, it's really irritating when you hear politicians talk about not paying your fair share.
I love the fair share.
That drives me nuts.
Do you have a fair share t-shirt?
Ooh.
We need a fair share t-shirt.
Yeah.
Something.
Should write some of these down. Transition and fair share.
It is recorded, so you can watch the show at any point in time later on and come up with this and figure this out. I want royalties on that one.
Yeah. No problem.
So, fair enough.
Yeah, where do I mail that
check? No, it's interesting though, and I think that's why hopefully that's something that you're seeing in the volume that you're shipping these days too, that it is resonating with people.
Yeah, I think so. We don't know for sure. We get feedback through email on Facebook, whatever it is. I don't really see the Facebook stuff. I try not to mess with social media too much, but
good for you.
Yeah, it's a disease.
It is.
I don't want to suffer from that disease.
Yeah, it's really hard too, because there's certain things that it was really cool when it came out. It's like, oh, cool, you can stay in touch with all these people and like still seem somewhat connected, and then all of a sudden it shifted.
Look, what was cool about it was our generation, all the people that you went to high school with, or even before grade school, college, whatever, any period of your life, and they vanished from your life.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, you can peek into their life, and that was cool.
It was neat.
There's nothing cool about it anymore.
No, it's
just
not.
reels of AI crap.
Yeah.
And other crap.
Yeah. Now AI is an interesting one because that's all over the place these days. And that's probably another cool shirt idea for you somehow too.
There's definitely a shirt in there. Just don't know what it evolved so fast. We can't even come up with a shirt idea that makes sense 10 minutes after we've made it.
That's how fast AI is, right? The shirt would be obsolete the second it hits your press.
Yeah.
No, I think AI is just very interesting too, because there's so many different applications to it. I mean, you probably use it in what you do.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
And that doesn't mean that there's a lot of nuance to it though. And I use it as well. I think it's great for making me more efficient, but it can never replace that human interest, that understanding, that compassion, that will this work and why is this funny? Because it doesn't do humor.
You can train it. You can train it to do humor, but like we were talking off air, I think that AI, if used right, is a tool to make people better at doing whatever it is they're doing. Is it going to replace a lot of jobs out there? Yeah. If you're in HR, marketing, even legal, you don't have much time, I'd say, before you're going to start being phased out.
Sure.
But, anything hands-on or creative is still going to require human intervention. And it's a tool that you can use to accelerate your career, whatever it is you're doing right now.
You just have to know what questions to prompt and how to utilize it effectively and efficiently, because we also have a good eye for spotting the AI little things too.
Yes. I mean, it's become... it's so tiny, but yet so obvious. Whether that's in an email, in a post, whatever, it's becoming more and more obvious, and then you discredit it, which I don't exactly agree with. We were talking off air about creating designs using AI and things like that. That's not easy. People think, oh, plug it in and boom, out it comes. Your average user of, say, ChatGPT, they're using it to see what movie's playing tonight and where they should eat nearby there. They're not building apps and projects and code and all kinds of stuff, which is amazing. I mean, anyone can build anything, but it is all about the prompting and how you talk to it.
Yeah, and knowing what to ask.
Yeah, and always saying please and thank you. So it doesn't.
See, and I know, and we talked about this too, and I'm gonna have to get better at that, because I'm not the best. I get frustrated when it asks the wrong things, because in my business especially, like, I have to be accurate. I can't have the wrong information, or else what we're trying to do, it causes real problems on the finance side. So I expect a level of, hold it, pause, rethink it, and give it to me correct. And I will challenge it all the time. And I'm like, no, dude, that's wrong. But I don't say dude all the time. And you're right. Back of my head, I'm sitting here thinking Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to come after me one day. When Skynet goes live, I'm in real trouble.
I think of Mr. Smith from The Matrix. We watched The Matrix, my 10-year-old, and I watched The Matrix, the original one. Guess what year that was made?
Oh, gosh. Was that in the 90s?
1999.
I was going to say 98. Oh, man.
I felt really old when I turned it on and looked that up. But I've seen it a million times. You probably have too. And
the effects still hold true, though, right? They hold up.
It's still awesome.
Right? They hold up.
It's still a great movie on surround sound and, a big screen, all that sort of stuff. But I didn't even remember that movie is actually about AI. Yeah. And it was made in 99. It was the advent of AI is what, killed everybody. And made them retreat to Zion.
They have a perfect opportunity here too, right? They talked about this. And we've got robots that are doing this now, and it drives me nuts. If you're going to have a solar powered robot that can change its own battery, that's the point of human intervention right there.
Yeah.
Just stop. You don't need solar powered robots. You need to be responsible. A human has got to change the battery. Just simple. It's a simple fail safe, right?
Yeah. There are no guardrails for
what
AI.
You want. There's one guardrails.
Yeah, and there are none.
It's scary.
And I feel like AI right now is microscopic to what it is going to be in a very short period of time.
Yeah. Yep. But, you talk to the eccentric people out there, the Elons of the world, and they're going to tell you that, we are actually going to be a society one day where you're going to be paid to do nothing, because there's going to be all these just things being done for us. I'm not there. I'm not.
Yeah, it seems a little wild.
It seems crazy, but I get it. If I'm him, I'm selling that message because that's his business, right? He does a lot with that kind of stuff. He gets credit for being the guy who sells Teslas and cars and stuff. But let's be honest, he doesn't think of Teslas as cars. He doesn't think he's in the car business.
No.
He thinks he's in the tech business, right? So it's interesting, but and there are a lot of opportunity, a lot of potential there, a lot of make life better kind of things. Yet, you know what? We still can't cure cancer. Come on.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe we can, and we're just not doing it yet for some reason.
It sounds like you're going down conspiracy alley.
That's a whole different show. I'm not into that show. So we try to talk real here, talk about real stuff. So, all right. So you've got some other, you do screen printing as well. So custom screen printing. So
yeah. So the parent company has established merch.
Yeah.
The company I bought was called Regal Midwest, and we renamed it to Established Merch. And that's, the business to business apparel, promotional product company.
So promotional products like my hat and screen printing, all those kind of things too, which I need some hats. So we're gonna have to talk a little bit about this kind of stuff, because I like high quality stuff. And I think that's one thing I think is important to you as well.
Yeah.
Start with that quality. Price is great, sure, but why do you want something that's cheap if you're not going to wear it?
Yeah, I mean, that's the story I talk about every single day to clients is let's take the run again, for instance, so that say there's a new run and they need shirts and money's important. They can't spend it all. Got it. Okay. But what's the point of the shirt if no one's going to wear it?
Right.
You got a bunch of sponsors that gave you money to put on the back of that shirt.
Yeah.
And now it's going to go in the drawer. It's going to clean the wheels of your car or something like that. Not ideal. You want that person to have that at the top of their t-shirt drawer, and they're wearing it on a regular rotation.
Yep. That makes sense. So I do some sponsorship events like golf tournaments and things like that. And I'm like, I will go and I will hang out, but only if I can be there and like hand out beers or something.
Yeah.
And I'll do it in my cool little cup, nice cool cup with a little logo on it, because people will use these things
all the time,
right? They'll use them. They'll see them. I get compliments. Oh my gosh, my beer was still cold 3 holes later. Like that's cool. Don't put coffee in it, by the way.
Why not?
Because it also gets hot real fast.
Like the outside, like you
burn your hands hot.
They're aluminum, right?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. So just cold is great. But it's that promotional material that you don't want just sitting there, right? I see you go into these shows and you see, insurance guys or whatever, they're at their booth and they're handing out like fidget spinners or something silly.
Yeah.
Like,
So another conversation I have all the time. Literally had this conversation yesterday. Somebody's wanting, I think it was like a little first aid kit to hand out at a trade show. I'm like, look, you don't want those. They're garbage.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to throw them in the garbage.
Yeah.
You don't spend your money on that.
Right.
Buy t-shirts, give those out. People want t-shirts.
As long as they're nice quality.
Yes.
Nice quality t-shirts, have a reasonable logo on them, but they're more fun, entertaining. They'll wear those.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't need the fidget spinners. That's why I like these kind of things.
Yeah.
Good quality promotional items that show who you are, but who you are should really be your personality, right? I mean, because ultimately a lot of what you do with that custom side is company branding. Right.
Yeah. And so the goal there is to give that company their persona in that apparel, not mine, obviously.
Right.
Whiskey Dickerson, totally different story.
Absolutely. Yeah. But that gives you the ability to have some fun with that. And because you're teaching that company too, hey, what are you all about? Right. Because if you're really going to spend this money doing this, don't just do this for the sake of giving something away. What's the purpose behind it?
Yep.
Right?
What's the purpose? Too many people, back in the day, stress balls, like you said, spinners, pens. That's fine, right?
Well, pens I like. I use pens, but I'm in the finance business, right? We take notes. That's what we do. So it makes sense. Yeah. But
yeah, the company that's not using many pens though, they probably don't need to hand it out.
Yeah, no, they don't. And even me, I mean, most of our stuff's electronic these days too.
Yeah, it's about getting to know the business. What are you into? I'm not going to talk to a landscaper the same way I'm going to talk to a corporate client or an event manager or something like that, right? It depends on what they're trying to achieve. And that's what we're going to recommend that they move forward with.
Yep. Well, it makes sense. And so, all right. So 4th of July, we got this great, check these guys out. I mean, you don't have like cool things that just go out of style either. Like, that 250th shirt is a great thing to have before 4th of July. But you know what? It's still America's 250th birthday.
Yeah. And we designed those specifically so they're a little bit more classic, a little bit more timeless, that you can wear that anytime. It's, they're well designed. But everything else is kind of in the same mode where it's going to last the test of time for the most part.
Absolutely.
Is MAGA going to live forever? I don't know. There's a couple shirts, but we're going to rotate stuff in and out too.
Well, you know what though? Shouldn't it? I hate to be all political here, but you know what?
I enjoy it.
We should all be making America great again on a day-to-day basis.
Drives me nuts that
regardless
somehow MAGA is bad.
It's terrible.
I don't like.
It's the anti-Trump thing.
Yeah,
it is, and that's okay. I mean, I can not like the guy sometimes too.
It's easy.
It's very easy. You can look for many reasons and you don't have to look very deep.
How many presidents have you really liked?
That's the problem.
I don't care. I care about the policy.
I do. I couldn't agree with you more.
And the policy's awesome.
Yeah, there you go. That's right. But that shirt is very polarizing, MA/GA in the ACDC shirt logo. It's kind of awesome. But it does turn some heads. Yep. And that's, I think, what's cool about some of those things. There's a subtle little thing there, but it turns some heads, and I think that's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
And every single one of them has the American flag on the right hand shoulder.
Actually doesn't anymore.
No? Did you get in trouble?
No, not with America, but they haven't sued us yet. But no, we've actually gone away from that from a branding perspective. Okay. Long story, won't bore you with the whole thing, but we have two major competitors out there, and that is kind of their calling card, a gigantic flag on there. We know we represent patriotic people in America. We do that with the shirt and our brand message. Yeah. We don't need to have another shirt with an American flag on it. That's who we are already.
There you go. I love it. Well, cool. Well, Luke, man, thanks for spending some time talking about the apparel industry today. Keep it up, man.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Well, I want some royalties coming here too, right?
You bet.
Folks, you can learn from a logo on a t-shirt, a little memo on a t-shirt, and all of a sudden it makes sense, right? There's a lot of fun that goes into these messages, and we get to have fun delivering them. There's fun and financial lessons in every single story. We got to hear about the apparel industry today, and you got to hear what the challenges were during COVID, during a difficult time where we had to, you know what? Just like one of his t-shirts says, you got to figure it out. And as a business owner, that's kind of your mantra. You got to figure it out. But really, what a great message for life in general. Sometimes you just have to figure stuff out. And if you don't figure it out, guess what? Nothing happens, right? Nothing happens. Things happen to you and probably not on your terms. So you got to figure things out. Now, you don't have to figure it out by yourself. You can always work with people that are experts in things. We can help, right? In the finance field, I help people figure out complicated financial strategies, and I try to make it simple for folks to understand, easy to understand, easy to have a conversation about, because the conversation is what matters. AI is not going to have that conversation for you. AI is not going to make sure the question it even asks, that you even know why you're asking that question. You got to understand the right questions to ask. AI is an important tool, but it is just a tool. But ultimately, you still have to figure things out in life, figure things out in your future. It's all very important, but you don't have to do it alone. You can have a financial friend out there, and that's what we like to be. It's an important conversation to have, but you got to have that conversation. When you're ready for your conversation, give us a call. Until then, follow us on Serenity Wealth Now social media outlets for more information, insights, and of course, a little fun with finance along the way as well. Enjoy your 4th of July weekend, and we will see you next week.
Serenity Now! Serenity Wealth Now can be found wherever you are at SerenityWealthNow.com, on YouTube, Spotify, LinkedIn, and Facebook, and on NewsTalkSTL Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. When you're ready for your own conversation, schedule some time with Chris by visiting SerenityWealthNow.com. That's SerenityWealthNow.com.
Investment advice offered through Fortis Capital Advisors.